What's up, everyone? This is the Strange Skull here, back with another Marvel Legends review of this time the first appearance Wolverine and Hulk 2-pack, part of the Marvel 80th anniversary line. Now again, this one is mostly you're going to find online or specialty stores like GameStop or comic book stores. I got this set particularly off of dorkside.com. It's a really good site. They got good shipping deals. But I do know these are showing up at GameStops, but like in limited quantity, maybe like 2 per store. So I keep checking the websites. Definitely check the stores. Ask around. I think this is going to be a pretty popular set. So enough little formalities. Let's get on with the review here. Let's just move the big guy here out of the way and take a look at Wolverine here. Now, Wolverine here, it's a reuse. This has been like the third or fourth time they've reused this Wolverine buck. But it's a damn good buck for Wolverine. Perfect size. Paint detail on this Wolverine is pretty good. It captures the comic book pretty well. See the tiger stripes here are how they were in his first appearance, and I really like this touch. His little kitty whiskers he's got here, and the short horns, and the robin egg blue for his gloves, his little shoulder pads, and his boots. Now again, the same as all the other Wolverine figures, these claws are removable. But they are a pain in the ass, though, because they do get warped in the package. I have not gotten one single one of these Wolverine figures from past buys. Sorry if my voice is a little nasally. I'm a little under the weather right now, but just bear with me here. But yeah, these claws, like I don't know if it's capturing here on the camera, they're a little wonky. Any Wolverine figure I get, I always swap the claws around, and I super glue them in place when I get them just the right fit, but I haven't had time to do it on this figure yet. But yeah, the articulation, standard on this buck of Wolverine, double jointed elbows, bicep swivel, spins at the arm, butterfly joints in the shoulder, thigh swivel, there's at the hip joint, the double jointed knees, ankle pivot, foot moves back and forth, and it's got the calf swivel. Very articulated figure. You can pretty much get him in every classic Wolverine pose. I like this figure. I know a lot of people are complaining because, it's another Wolverine figure, but sorry guys and collectors. The only way Hasbro can justify making these figures like this is Wolverine is a popular character. That's how stores will pick figures like this stuff up if you have the popular characters. But now let's compare them to some of the other Wolverine figures, specifically the tiger stripe Wolverine in his classic yellow and blue here. This is more of the the classic X-Men costume. And point out even the belt's different. This is just like, he's got just a standard belt on. But this Wolverine has his X-Men belt. And even the tiger stripes are different. So it's not like they literally just put a new head on this body. The paint's different. I don't think it's really coming well on the camera here, but this is more of like a golden-y color. And this is more like a straight up flat yellow. And of course, as you can see, the blues are different on his shoulder pads. Here is more of a metallic blue, which is really nice. And a more darker blue for his gloves and his boots. And this one, again, like I said before, has the Robin. I think I'd call this like Robin Egg blue. It's a really nice blue. Real clean. Again, I like the fit, and also too the facial expression. I really like it. It's just captures Wolverine and how Len Wein first visualized him. Even though, thank God they didn't go with Len Wein's original idea of what Wolverine was supposed to be, and just another comparison to show how they use this buck multiple times for Wolverine. Here is another new release that should be out in stores right now. This is the X-Force Wolverine and the X-Force line to build the Wendigo. I really like this Wolverine in particular. For a while in Marvel, it seemed like law. If you were going to put Wolverine in a team book, you had to give him a new costume. And when they put him in the X-Force comics, all of them, all on the team, had these black. Now, in the comics, it wasn't gray, it was silver, but I think this, gunmetal gray works well. But, as you can see, I think this is the perfect book for Wolverine, but then again, that's just this guy's opinion. Oh, sorry, tiger stripe fell over. But yeah, a great look for Wolverine. Again, I think it's a solid figure. It's as you can see, it's 3 different generations of Wolverine right here. Yeah, this is first appearance. This is almost 70s into the 80s before he got the brown and tan. And even into the 90s look is classic. And then this is more modern interpretation. Excuse me. And again, they actually did put new claws on this one, which is really nice. I like these claws. They're a lot sturdier than these two guys' claws. Enough about Wolverine. Let's move these guys to the side and get to the real selling point of this 2-pack that got everyone excited. And that's the big guy right here. The Incredible Hulk. Let's pan the camera up here a little bit. Let's back him up. What can I say? This is a beautiful figure. That's really all I can say just looking at this guy, and I posed him around a bit. This, just, in my opinion, just like they did with the Fantastic Four, Walgreens exclusive Ben Grimm, The Thing, that I think Hasbro really captured the essence of the character. I think they knocked it out of the ballpark with this Hulk. I mean, this could be a Hulk for all different, if it displays you want, 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, this to me is the essential Hulk. I do have some gripes. I wish, for his articulation, I liked that they gave him butterfly joints here, so his shoulders can rear back, but unlike Wolverine, who has butterfly joints too, Wolverines can flex forward. Unfortunately, the sculpt here does not allow the shoulders to come forward, but, not everything is perfect, but I love this figure. And also, too, what's really nice is, I don't know if it's picking up on my camera, but, man, get him out of the light here. I think you can see it. He is not one solid color of green. There is, a dark green here, but along the chest and a bit on his abs are, a lighter neonish green, and it goes the same on his shoulders, part of his bicep, in his hands, and I think a bit on his feet, and on his back too. Just a real, they put a lot, all those, the guys who are sculpting these figures at Hasbro really have a love for these characters, because this is just, I think they knocked this out of the ballpark again. I'm gushing over it here, but, this is just the quintessential Hulk figure, in my opinion. And, yeah. And he does have an accessory, just a little one here. Hold on. Get this on here. The ripped shirt, which I kind of think is a little nice touch. It would have been nice too. I know a lot of people said instead of the Wolverine, maybe this should have been Hulk with Banner would have been really nice, because we really have never gotten a Marvel Legends Bruce Banner. I know there's an Amazon exclusive one for Mark Ruffalo, but that one's kind of hard to get, and it's really expensive at the moment, but yeah, little gripe, but hey, who knows? Maybe Hasbro will eventually give us what we want. I mean, we got a comic book version of MJ. Maybe there's hope we'll get Bruce Banner eventually, but he does come with alternate fists. For, so these open hands, he does have fists. And they do have the paint detail on it too. The different color green, which is really nice. But yeah, these fists are really, I think they just did a real good job with this figure. And let's compare him, just like I did with Wolverine. We're going to compare him to two other Hulk figures. I'm going to compare him to two of the Hasbro ones. Here is Hulk next to the Ragnarok Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure, which was probably my favorite Hasbro Hulk. I just loved all the detail they put into this. As you can see, roughly the same size and height comparison, but well, let's take the helmet off here. Get them down. They are, I'd say this one inches him out a little bit, but this new one, it's definitely a little bit wider and bulkier, but, and, just move this guy out of here. So bulky. And now here he is. This is the new Build-A-Figure Hulk, the Professor Hulk from Endgame. Really nice figure, really good sculpt, but this one's definitely taller than this one, but bulkier and more comic book. But I just figured just decent comparison to the Hulk. Again, I really like that they broke up the green with a different color variation here. Again, this is a good Hulk figure as well, this Build-A-Figure. A lot of articulation, which I'm really liking what Hasbro is doing with Hulk figures. Because even Gladiator Hulk here I was surprised at how much articulation they were able to get into a Hulk figure without really compromising the sculpt. Because, I know this is sacrilege to some people with the Toy Biz. Hulks were had great looking sculpts, but their articulation sucked. But these Hulks are pretty good, but again, this one is now my new favorite Hulk. And just for some fun, let's compare him with some other big, bulkier figures. In the Hasbro line, this is the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. Fits real well. Now, I do have the new Juggernaut, and that review will be coming up, but it's pretty much the same figure. But I will be doing that in a separate review, but I just figured I'd break this one out just for size comparison with the Hulk here. And pretty much roughly how they would be in the comics. Alright, let's move Juggernaut out of here. And let's get in another Hulk baddie. Which is kind of disappointing. They haven't made a lot of Hulk villains. But here's another Build-A-Figure. This is the Absorbing Man. Again, good size comparison with the Hulk. It's I know they fluctuate sometimes with the design of Absorbing Man, like how tall he is, but I think this is really good figure for Gold Crusher Creel here. It has a little trouble standing, but you guys get the picture here with him. Let's move him out of here. Now, Which, this really should have been a 3-pack with this Wolverine as the first appearance, because they're forgetting that fight between the Hulk and Wolverine wasn't just straight on 2-on-2, it was a 3-way dance. And here the Hulk is facing with the Build-A-Figure Wendigo. Which, this is an awesome figure too. I really highly recommend it. I mean, I wish they would have went with a more classic Wendigo face, but I do like how savage it looks, and it will go right along with this Hulk and Wolverine. I mean, the Hulk is a little, like, maybe like a smidge taller than the Wendigo here, but it'll blend in fine with any display, and it works, so. And let's compare it one more, which was another Build-A-Figure, and if you got the Hulk, you gotta have the antithesis of the Hulk, which is the Abomination. Now, this was another Build-A-Figure. I think this was an Avengers wave, but it's an older figure, and generally the Abomination is supposed to be bigger than the Hulk, but if you have the Toy Biz Abomination or the Marvel Select, whichever you want to display with, but I really like this Abomination figure. It's got better articulation, and it will blend in nicely with this Hulk. Let's just get him to the side. Let's move the Hulk here, and let's put Wolvie back in here. So, I do recommend this set. It's a really good set, but it's going to run you about $60, which it's a little hard on the wallet, but what are you going to do? It's how figures are going for, and it seems like the 80th anniversary ones are following the tradition of how, like, the Marvel MCU 10th anniversary figures were going. But I highly recommend this pack. They should be hitting stores right now, along with the other 80th anniversary figures, and along with some of the MCU 2-packs. Scourge and Hela, which I will be picking those up. The other 80th anniversary figures out right now are the Juggernaut and Colossus 2-pack, the 80th anniversary Alex Ross Thor Iron Man, they're not store exclusives, but Captain America, the Alex Ross style 80th anniversary one, he is a Walmart exclusive. Now, I know a lot of people have trouble with that, but my Walmart had a shit ton of the caps. Not so much Thor and Iron Man, but just keep a lookout. These figures are popular, and these stores are stocking these shelves with these figures as much as they can. So just keep your eye out, and please do not pay scalper prices. I mean, I love toys, I love these figures, but please don't bust your balls on it. It's not worth putting yourself in the red for, guys, but just keep your eye out there. And, because I believe GameStop definitely is going to want to get these figures as much as possible to bring people into the stores. And again, check DorksideToys.com. They're a really good source. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's over $99. If you pretty much go to like $100, you get free shipping. They're a real good service. I've had no problem with them. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Leave a like. I'm going to be back at it with a couple more figure reviews. But again, this is the Strange Skull signing off. Keep hunting.
Such heroic nonsense.